Welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I am Lupagus, and it's time to go over the Vikings news and nuggets from their second joint practice with the Cleveland Browns. Again, Vikings will play them this Saturday, second preseason game of the year, and they've been practicing together all week. Tempers have been flaring, and they're going to come to a climax on Saturday. Before we get into that, this video is brought to you guys by Brew Pub Pizza, the best damn frozen pizza you can buy. I'm going to have me this one tonight here. This is the Philly cheesesteak, the MVP, brew pub pizza. Nothing better. Sunday, put a brew pub pizza in the oven, crack a beer, watch your Minnesota Vikings dominate. And there's tons of flavors. I mean, that was a Philly cheesesteak. The jalapeno popper is fantastic. There's Hawaiian, there's four meat, there's Supreme, chicken Alfredo, there's the Mac Attack. There's all kinds of them. Brew Pub Pizza, the best frozen pizza money can buy. Thank you for sponsoring this episode of the Onebar and Lupagus show. Before we get into it, let's just talk about the before the practice. KOC did have a little press conference, and he did drop a couple nuggets that are very interesting. And again, and I hate to bring this up, but the first one is another injury. It's Blake Cashman. He's had finger surgery, and apparently he's not going to see the field till the stitches are out. So when will that be? I mean, it's August 15th right now. Vikings first game, September, is it 9th or 8th? Somewhere around there. I would hope the stitches are out. You know, I played Cashman's guy. He'll take the stitches out himself. He don't care. He's playing. So not a huge deal. But again, another injury to this Minnesota Vikings team that we just don't need to have. KOC also mentioned Shaq Griffin's status. He says he thinks he'll be available for week 1. He thinks. He also thought, you know, Jordan Addison's fine. He also thinks, you know, ain't no big deal about J.J. McCarthy. So hopefully he's right. Hopefully Zach Griffin's back because, damn it, we need him. Very clear going against the Raiders and their crappy quarterbacks and their horrible receiving core. Sounds like the Vikings defense was very impressive today. It sounds like they were very impressive yesterday. When I did the News and Nuggets video yesterday, there wasn't much out there about how the defense did, but sounds like they've just been dominating. Very much shutting down the Cleveland Browns offense, which isn't their bread and butter. Cleveland Browns are also a defensive team, so not known for their explosive offense, but Vikings defense been doing their part. Dwight Newty-McLaughlin had a pick today. Dallas Turner had a sack. I know when it's practice, you don't get to actually hit the quarterback, but he wrapped him up. Ivan Pace Jr. had a pick 6, it sounds like. I mean, start the thing, picked off Deshaun Watson. So, hell yeah, Ivan Pace Jr., coming up and making the part and doing his part. So defense has been dominating. Good to hear. This might be our bread and butter this year. A defensive team who can dominate, and then offense does enough to win football games. It's not sexy. It's not fun, but that might be the Minnesota Vikings 2024 identity if they're actually going to get to the playoffs and be competitive. That might be what they have to do, and I'm going to embrace it. Hopefully you guys all embrace that as well. Vikings offense was horrible yesterday. Horrible. Like it just looked out of sync, out of whack. It was bad. Today was much better. Some highlights. Darnold threw a beauty to Brandon Powell. Josh Oliver had a great catch over the middle. And according to PA, the Minnesota Vikings wide receivers were obliterating Browns corners today in the red zone. So again, you go out there yesterday, you get the J.J. McCarthy news to start practice. And then Sam Darnold's 1 for 12. You got your coach going to their defensive coordinator asking for the physicality to be toned down, which is just embarrassing. So to see the Vikings come out offensively and show some dominance, this is what we needed. It makes you feel a little bit better. Just with the way the week's gone. So, again, good news on that front. Myles Garrett, after practice, came out and dapped up, whatever that means. But Alec Lewis says he dapped up Christian Darrisaw. Those guys have been showing mutual respect all week. I love this. Christian Darrisaw, year 3? Myles Garrett, one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. You got excellent against excellent. Those guys both recognize greatness when they're going against it. And I just love it from Christian Darrisaw's perspective. Younger guy, realizing who he's going against, realizing the opportunity he has not just to compete against an elite player, but learn from him. And it sounds like the respect is mutual. I love hearing that. Again, I mentioned it yesterday, and seeing Myles Garrett going over and showing some love for Christian Darrisaw just shows how good he is. And I think Myles Garrett realizes this is a damn good young left tackle in the NFL. He's probably saying, you know what, the Vikings are really smart to extend you. And I agree 100%. Last nugget today. Will Reichard, our kicker, our cure for the kicking curse are the Vikings, is the curse over there? I don't know overall, but the kicking curse apparently is. He was 5 for 5 with several from midfield that were apparently crushed, just crushed these kicks. You never expect to look at this guy. He just looks like a normal dude, like maybe even a nerd, but he's out there crushing footballs. We need this. We need this positivity in our lives as Vikings fans. So thank God our kicker's stepping up and doing his part because, again, when your future quarterback goes out after the first preseason game, you're looking for any positivity you can, and Will Reichard is showing it. So Will Reichard, thank you, young man. Again, I'm gonna go have this Philly cheesesteak brew pub for dinner. Cannot wait. So damn excited. Get yours anywhere, any grocery store in Minnesota and beyond. You can find them. They're fantastic. Brew pub. Again, thank you for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for keeping your skull